now, for this Friday, June 3rd, 2011, it's the fabulous Price is Right pricing game recap! Today's pricing games at end of the week were the following: 3 strikes, flip-flop, most expensive, double prices, punch-a-punch, and range games. Our first contestant was Jessica. She played 3 strikes for an Audi A5 Cabriolet Convertible. Looked pretty nice. The numbers in the price of the car were 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. So after when Drew placed the numbers and the strikes in the bag and mixed them all up, Jessica's first draw was the number 3. She said it was the first number. It was not the first number. That went back in the bag. Then for her second draw, she drew the number 5. She said it was the second number. It was not the second number. That went back in the bag. She was now on to her third draw, and she drew strike 1. Now on to her fourth draw, she drew the number 5 again. This time she said it was the first number, and it was the first number. So this was a $50,000 convertible she was playing for. In her fifth draw, she drew strike 2. On to her sixth draw, she drew the number 6. She said it was the third number, and it was the third number. Now she was on to her 7th draw, and she drew the number 2. Said it was the second number. It was not the second number. That went back in the bag. On to draw number 8. This time she drew the number 7. Said it was the 5th number, and it was the 5th number. Now on to her 9th draw, she drew the number 3. Said it was the second number, and it was the second number! So now there was 1 strike and 1 number left in the bag. This was her 10th and final draw. She was either going to strike out or win that brand new Audi. And in Jessica's 10th and final draw, she drew the number 2 and won the Audi! Yeah! $53,627, the price of that car. Woo! Such an exciting win. Boy, that's the 3rd win for 3 strikes this season. Love it. Julia played flip-flop for a trip to St. Croix. The wrong price was $4,873. She decided to flip, making the price $8,473. I felt it should have been flipped myself, but Julia should have done the opposite and just flopped. It was $4,837. Quite honestly, I thought she had that right. Andrea played Most Expensive for a stainless steel barbecue gas grill, a SunbrightTV.com all-weather 32-inch weatherproof 720p LCD HDTV, and an outdoor bamboo bar set. She believed the most expensive prize was the grill. The price of the weatherproof HDTV, $2,595. The price of the outdoor bamboo bar set, $927. So now, if the gas grill was more than $2,595, she would win all 3 prizes. And the price of the gas grill was $6,167. She won all 3 prizes, totaling $9,689. Wow, over $6,000 that gas grill was. Wow. Peter played double prices for a Kawasaki Ninja 650R motorcycle. He chose the low price of $7,199 over the high price of $9,390. And when the actual retail price was revealed, it was $7,199. I had a really good feeling on that price, and Peter won his prize. Christopher played punch-a-punch, and in his first chance of winning a punch, he believed the 8GB Apple iPod Nano, priced at $110, was higher. And it was higher. It was $149. Then for the egg boiler, priced at $14, he believed the actual retail price was higher. And it was higher, it was $22. Then for the slotless toaster, priced at $135, he believed the actual retail price was lower. It was lower, it was $90. And for the pie maker, priced at $129, he believed that was priced lower. And it was $100. So he won all 4 punches. In his first punch, he got $100. He threw that away, and in his second punch, he got $100 again. He threw that away as well. On to his third punch, he got $250. But he wanted to throw that away too, and he did. So this was his 4th and final punch. And behind that punch was $250 again. So, very interesting. His first 2 punches was the same cash amount, and the last 2 were the same cash amount. Well, $250 is still a nice consolation win. And finally, Sandrea played range game for a Mazda 2 Sport. She froze the $150 range between about $15,290 and $15,440. Oh, stopped it a little too early. The actual retail price was $15,530, short by $90. Hey, but we didn't do too bad to end the week. 3 strikes, most expensive, and double prices were the 3 big wins on the 3rd day of June. And we gave away $250 in Punch-A-Bunch. Very interesting. Yesterday, 2 pricing games were won on June 2nd. And now today, June 3rd, 3 pricing games won. Alright. Well, Jessica, of course, Andrea, and Peter are the MVPs of The Price is Right. And Christopher gets contestant recognition for his small $250 win in Punch-A-Bunch. This week, The Price is Right Price Game Recap was sponsored by Wegmans Ginger Ale. Wegmans, food you feel good about. And now it's Friday, on to the sponsor spoiler. Next week, The Price is Right Price Game Recap will be sponsored by Deer Park 100% Natural Spring Water. Alright, folks, that does it for another week of pricing and recaps by me, Mr. Horgan. Have a great weekend. See you back here on Monday.